My name is Zack Novak. I'm coming here from North Bend, Washington, which is about half an hour east of Seattle, close to the mountains. Gorgeous place. Um, I grew up in Israel and served in the IDF, and uh, am part of a veterans group here. I'm very excited to be here as part of a veterans group because it gives an extra level of added brotherhood. I thought about doing something like this for a really long time. I've had a couple accidents and I've accumulated a lot of trauma in my life. And I knew that if I was going to go down this pathway, it couldn't just be taking some psychedelic on my own in the house or in the woods next to my house. I wanted to have people that I trust in order to move in on this journey and find out what the best way to do this is. I've always been scared of substances. I've always been sensitive to substances. So this gave me this safety net from a really great program starting ahead of it to the 6 days that are coming to a close here at La Medicina, which is crazy to think of. Kind of a nonstop whirlwind experience that feels both entirely exhausting and somehow peaceful at the same time. Some of the highlights of being here, and there's no way I can do them all justice, but some of the highlights, I'm going to start with the facilitators because they're really the people of contact that are most in tune. So we had 3 facilitators that were absolutely amazing, and in my professional life, I take people on adventures in the outdoors and I facilitate things, and I've been doing that for the majority of my life in some capacity or another. And over time, you learn to really appreciate facilitators. And some people have one way of communicating things. Every single person here had deliberate messaging in multiple streams. So whether it's just leading by example and showing a way that we can live better lives, or helping us analytically break down everything, and their capacity as a group of 3 and then some to really find the way to connect with each and every person and help them by meeting them where they're at and moving forward with them to the next step is absolutely inspiring. I have no other word. I'm sure I learned a ton in how I would like to continue to evolve my own education when I educate other people and facilitate their experiences. The food is also an absolute highlight. The kitchen staff is super nice, a little quiet, hard. I tried to break into conversation with them with my not super limited, but not super fluent Spanish. And they're super lovely, super amenable, and most of all, every single meal was different. Every single meal was not cooked from some set menu where you show up at like a resort retreat center and it's like, oh yeah, every week we do this. Every meal was, what good fresh ingredients do we have, and how do we make the best possible thing that we can with the ingredients that we have. And there's Israelis are obsessed with hummus, and the classic hummus commercial says that hummus osim ba'ava or lo osim bichlal. Hummus you make with love or you don't make it at all. It felt like the food that they were making with absolute love, and it was absolutely infused in it. And that food was part of the foundation for us being able to relax and know that we're being nurtured in order to come out with our best results. The owners, every once in a while you come into a place and you're like, okay, well, this place has like a purpose and a drive and a meaning, and it's my personal place is coming from a tourism industry. I I always come into these places a little bit cynically. I'm rarely ever a participant in a group, and it's really just refreshing to be able to see owners that truly care about the work they're doing and want to help provide an amazing experience that changes the world for the better, one person at a time. So thank you to Dima and to Vlad. And I never got to meet the third owner, but I'm sure, based on the two of you that I've met, I'm sure you're only partnered with somebody else who's really good. And then the central component of all this, aside from the place, in the heart of the jungle, with surrounded by all the right sounds and all the right environments and enough fascination without being overwhelming, is the center of this really is the maestros, the shamans, from the Shipibo people, and they, of what I understand, are not ordinary even in the extraordinary thing they do. And I heard that, and then I experienced it, and they have an ability, despite language barriers, to deeply communicate with absolutely everyone through the most beautiful songs of their Icaros and through just a fun, juvenile, playful demeanor that it's inspiring, and it's something that, like, isn't that what we all want? To hold on to childhood forever and like be able to experience it while also being able to be doing the life and the beautiful things that we're already doing in life. So I want to thank everyone here at La Medicina, and I understand why people that I talk to that have had meaningful ayahuasca experiences, or any ayahuasca experience for that matter, refer to their life afterwards as their life before and after ayahuasca. And I'm looking forward to going home and taking the lessons I've learned here and paying them forward and continuing to develop myself. So thanks again.